Hey gamers, so in this video I'd like to talk about how I finally broke into cybersecurity. So this took about 5 long years and I finally accepted my first job offer in the cybersecurity field. And I just want to say that I didn't expect to actually work in cybersecurity initially. And that's kind of what I want to get at in this video is that when you start getting into tech or you start looking into it, it's a huge field. You have everything from software engineering, IT, cloud, cybersecurity, and you might choose one of them initially and start learning that. Maybe you sign up for a degree program, go to a boot camp, but just the way the world is, you might end up not working in that field at all. So you have to manage those expectations. And also, technology is changing so fast. So when I first started my tech journey about 5 years ago, I initially wanted to be a software developer. So, like everyone back in the day, I signed up for a coding boot camp. And maybe in another video, I'll talk more about that, but I don't know if I would recommend it. But, it's something that in my path led me to where I am, basically. So even though maybe I look at it now as a mistake, it still got me to where I am, even though it took such a long amount of time, in my opinion, 5 years to finally work in the field that I wanted to. And I didn't even know that I would be here. So it wasn't until about 2 years ago that I really got interested in cybersecurity. And it's because after the boot camp, I started working as a developer and I did 2 internships and then a full-time job, and I realized that I just did not really enjoy it that much, like as a job. Like in my free time it's fun doing some scripting, coding a little project, doing a website or a blog. Those things are fun, but as a full-time job it's like kind of isolating and you're like sitting alone a lot. I mean, that's for most tech jobs in general, but I feel like software developer it's like times 10. So anyway, at my last job, they started pushing me more towards learning about cloud computing and getting certifications in that, and I had no clue. Like in my free time, I always did, IT stuff and like security stuff. I just didn't know like what jobs there were, and it was just something that I kind of just did for fun. But this was the first time I saw like, oh, this is how you can like work in this industry and do this as a job, Especially cloud, it's kind of like abstracted IT. So anyway, that was pretty interesting. So then I started going down that path. And at the same time, I started degree programs. I was doing software engineering. I thought I needed to go back for a degree. And then it all kind of came together about 2 years ago where in the degree program, I was doing software engineering and I wasn't enjoying it a whole lot. And I had to take some electives. So I did some cybersecurity electives. I actually enjoyed it so much, I asked to switch my whole degree program into cybersecurity. And then at the same time, I learned about cybersecurity certifications and stuff of that nature. So I started studying that, doing some home projects, and then kind of led me to where I am now. And I feel as though finally I'm in the field. Well, I guess we'll find out in the next year, but I'm finally in the field that I've been wanting to be in. And it took 5 years to discover that. And before that, I was working in a totally different industry. So I guess it's taken my whole life to get to this point, really. But, I just want to put that in perspective that when you start getting in the tech, you might go down a lot of different paths. You might not know what you're doing, or you might, find out like you like this type of work more than a different type of work. Because at the end of the day, it is a job. And you got to kind of discover what pays well, for one, but also something that makes you not go insane. I knew like if I stayed in software engineering, I just would like not enjoy my life. And I just wanted to find something else. And IT and then cloud and cybersecurity were kind of that outlet or that path that I took. And you might think like you want to work in cybersecurity straight out of your degree program, or maybe you're out of high school, and you might actually find you don't actually enjoy doing it as a job. Maybe it's more of a hobby or something that you enjoy in your free time, but actually as a job maybe you're really good at system administration or even software development. You might go down those paths. So I think in the beginning, if you're trying to get into tech, you should just experiment, just try out a lot of different things. I mean, just buy some Udemy courses on like like web development or something, software engineering, cybersecurity. Just see what interests you and what you enjoy. I'm a very paranoid person, so cybersecurity fit really well, it turns out, and I didn't even know it when I got started. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that and put it in perspective because, even though I say it was 5 years working in tech, I worked in something totally different before that. I even worked an odd job in between the jobs in my tech career, I guess you could say. I was at like a grocery store for a bit there during COVID. It was like not the greatest time. A tech career is also can just go in many different directions. I don't think it's like necessarily has to be something very static. And with the way people jump jobs nowadays, you never know where you will be or what you'll be doing. So I just wanted to make this as a quick video to kind of celebrate finally making it, but also just thinking about, the journey because it's been kind of crazy and I did not expect to end up here at this moment, but I guess I'll talk more about it on the channel and we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll talk about more about cybersecurity, what the industry is really like because I'm just now entering it. Yeah, and I think I'll make a video in the future on maybe coding boot camps and some stuff like that. Let me know down below what y'all want to hear and talk with y'all next time.